Graham Stephan. Who is this guy and why is he so popular? You might not know this, but Graham is one of the most popular coffee YouTubers. He's well known when it comes to iced coffee, which happens to be his specialty, but I heard he also makes pretty good hot coffee. What many people don't know is how popular he is in the financial education space on YouTube. Okay guys, jokes aside, Graham is one of the biggest financial education and financial independence YouTubers out there right now. His growth has been like a rocket. In this video, I'm going to talk about the growth of Graham's channel and how he was able to grow it so effectively. You've probably seen one of his videos like Millionaire Reacts To, or my personal favorite, Millennial Money.
Wait for it! Millennial Money!
I really like Graham's content, and so do a lot of other people apparently, because right now his two channels combined have almost 2 million subscribers. Getting a channel to almost 2 million subscribers isn't easy. Not that I would know. I mean, as I'm filming this video, I have 0 subscribers. So please guys, smash that like button and subscribe. So first video on my channel, I decided to do an analysis on Graham's growth, just to see how he was able to grow his YouTube channel. Maybe it'll help me grow my channel. When looking into this, I found 3 key things that helped Graham grow his YouTube channel. Those 3 things were good content, SEO, which also stands for Search Engine Optimization, and advertising. I wondered how Graham was able to make financial education interesting to people. Then I remembered he made a few videos talking about how to grow a YouTube channel.
Exactly how you can grow your first 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And what I personally found is that once you hit just 1,000 subscribers, it becomes tremendously easier to scale up to then 10,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, and eventually 100,000 subscribers.
Now, I know a thing or two about YouTube, even though this channel currently has like 0 subscribers. Since I work in digital marketing, I advertise on YouTube all the time. I'm not an expert or anything. I mean, again, look at my sub count. My experience advertising on YouTube, though, can be useful in understanding YouTube channels and what makes some attractive to advertisers and what doesn't. And it can also help me understand how and why certain channels explode in popularity while others do not. Here's the first thing Graham does well. He makes good content. Good content is subjective. A lot of people think they need amazing editing and a crazy expensive setup to film a James Cameron-esque video. You don't. Graham filmed a lot of his early stuff with an iPhone. What makes content good is engagement, not editing. Getting people to smash that like button and subscribe. Making content that is engaging is the most important thing on YouTube. If people aren't liking your content and watching your entire video, you have failed at YouTube. Graham makes content that gets people to do 2 things. 1. They stay engaged throughout his entire video. 2. They smash that like button and subscribe. YouTube loves both of these things. You don't need fancy editing if people are watching your entire video. Fancy editing could even actually hurt you since it doesn't seem authentic. Now, before you start hating me for advertising on YouTube, I have to tell you, all my ads have an option to skip. Don't worry guys, I'm not Ty Lopez. One thing to keep in mind though when looking at Graham's videos is that some of them go all the way back to 2017. This might not seem like a long time ago, but in YouTube years, it might as well be 100 years. That's why I decided to make this video. I'm going to analyze what Graham does well and tell you how he was able to grow his channel to almost 2 million subs. You don't get to over 1 million subscribers without having some mass appeal. If Graham made videos on how bond yields worked and what a yield curve was, he probably wouldn't have over 1 million subscribers, or he wouldn't have gotten to that number this fast. If you look at Graham's videos, especially in the beginning, you'd see how heavy the thumbnail focus was on exotic cars or very nice looking houses. People like exotic cars, it grabs attention. Yield curves, unfortunately, do not. Graham's content is also unique in the financial space. He's authentic and knowledgeable. That means a lot to people. People don't want to be sold garbage every 3 seconds. Unfortunately, a lot of YouTubers in the financial and business space fall into 2 categories. 1, creators with really boring and dry content, basically people who talk about the yield curve I mentioned earlier. And number 2, spammy hype salesmen who'd sell their own mom for $1/4 of a Bitcoin. Graham's content doesn't fall into either of these 2 categories. His content is educational and interesting. Even minor things like filming style play a big role in this. The way Graham films is unique for the space. Here's an interesting example. Dave Ramsey. I love his content, the topics he covers are interesting, and he's really educational. But when you watch his videos, it's easy to lose focus. That's because while his content is great, the way he films and talks isn't ideal for YouTube. Dave Ramsey doesn't really talk to us, the viewer. His channel is like a talk show. He engages with callers, which is great for radio and podcasts, but not great for YouTube. Dave Ramsey doesn't even look at the camera for most of his videos. Eye contact is vital. Here's a comparison of the average thing you see when you watch a Graham video versus a Dave Ramsey video.
What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So I'm here to debunk some false expectations of investing in real estate and share with you guys exactly what it's actually like. Now, really quick, I am dog sitting for one night. This is Teddy. Teddy did not want to be on the floor. Instead, Teddy wanted to jump up on the chair with me as we film. And Teddy also wants to make sure you guys make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get into the video.
All right, up next is Fred in Kentucky. Hi, Fred. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
Unfortunately, I am going to have to replace one of our cars. Wasn't quite prepared for it to happen this fast, and I refused to take a car loan. So I was just hoping I could get a little advice from you.
Good. I like it so far. So you gain money.
As you can see, Dave Ramsey doesn't make eye contact with his viewers, while Graham does. This might seem silly, but it's a big deal. Eye contact forces people to focus on someone. You listen to them more intently and trust them more. Most of Graham's videos are filmed from the torso up with little else in the frame. This forces you to focus on his head and his eyes. This keeps viewers much more engaged, especially compared to the filming style of Dave Ramsey. One way to think of this is listening to Graham is like listening to a friend talk, while listening to Dave Ramsey is like listening to your teacher. There's so much more to talk about when it comes to good content, but I think that the points I covered are the most important, and they're the things that Graham does extremely well. Now let's talk about the next thing Graham does really well: good SEO. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, which is when you optimize your content to show up higher in Google's or YouTube's search results. Basically, what that means is your video will show up when people do a search on YouTube, or your video will be recommended to people on YouTube. SEO is important for growing quickly, and Graham has done an excellent job of it. In this video, he breaks down his SEO strategy.
SEO, which stands for Search Engine Optimization. This includes things like your title, your description, your tags, and when you're just starting out, having really good SEO is insanely important. The thing is, without properly filling out your tags, title, and description, YouTube is going to have a really hard time figuring out the data behind what your video is about, and because of that, it's going to have a very difficult time recommending your video among other similar videos, and without this, you're at a massive disadvantage.
Basically, two things to keep in mind. If your channel is new, focus on keywords that are longer, like how much mileage does a Tesla get versus something like Tesla review. YouTube is far more likely to show you a video for how much mileage does a Tesla get versus Tesla review. So, a video with the title of how much mileage does a Tesla get is much more likely to show up in the search results than a video with the title of Tesla review. The search term Tesla review is far more competitive, so a lot of bigger channels are going to be showing up for that specific search term. Showing up for something much more specific is easier since there's less competition. So generally, the longer your title, the easier it's going to be to show up for that search term. Graham does a really good job of combining catchy keywords with clickbait. When you combine the two well, you do well on YouTube. If you're not sure what keywords to use, there's a great tool I recommend. It's called the Google Keyword Planner. I'll leave a link to the tool in the description below. It's a free tool by Google that lets you estimate how much traffic keywords get. I use this tool to come up with keywords for this video. Here's an example of how often Graham Stephan is searched on Google and YouTube. As you can see, people are searching for him quite a lot. Another thing Graham has done really well is making sure that all of his videos have a lot of text in the description. A lot of creators make a video, then they add a few lines of text to the description, and then that's it. Graham writes more in his YouTube descriptions than I did in university, which is great for SEO. YouTube is still pretty dumb, so having the text there is very important for SEO. Google's search algorithm uses the text in your description to help understand what your video is about. Make sure you use the keyword tool I mentioned before to find good keywords for your description. One other interesting thing is the keywords you use can have a big impact on your AdSense earnings, since YouTube uses the keywords in your description to help advertisers know what your content is about. Graham gets a lot more money per view than most creators. One reason is because his content is related to the financial space, which is super lucrative on YouTube. But the other reason is his content is classified as financial by YouTube's algorithm, and that's partly due to the text in his description. SEO is a huge topic. I could probably make a 1-hour video on this alone, but that would be bad since most people watching this video would just leave just because it'd be so boring. So I'm not going to talk about that because I don't want the YouTube algorithm to hate me even more. Let's move on to something more interesting. Advertising. Now, when I say advertising, I don't mean spending money on Google or Facebook ads. I mean collaboration. One thing Graham has done well is connect with other YouTubers. If you watch a lot of Graham's earlier videos, you can see he collaborated with a lot of other YouTubers. This is one of the ways he was able to grow his channel without spending any money on advertising. Here's just a few examples of people he's collaborated with.
We're walking over, you got to check out his channel, Matt McKeever. I'll put a link down below. And this is what I was explaining, that like at the very beginning, he had way more subs than me, and I was like looking up to his channel. I think I wanted his subs. Like I was like, are you happier now that you get to hang out with your friends and make $60,000 a month?
Surprising answer, no. No, I'm just kidding. Yes. Like, yes, a lot. I'm 100%.
How do you find a winning product?
Nobody wants to teach the strategy, you know. I mean, I'll give you a little bit of my secret sauce. Like, I haven't really taught many people this. This is a big one, guys. Like, this is a big one. I'm serious. Like,
So I pulled up a second chair. What do you say I bring Graham in? Let's do it.
How'd it get here? How'd you get here?
All of this collaboration has two major benefits. One, when you collaborate with other YouTubers, a lot of their viewers will come and watch the video you made together, and they're going to subscribe to your channel. This is a great way to grow a channel. Both you and the person you're collaborating with will benefit this way. Two, collaboration also has an indirect SEO benefit. When you collaborate with someone, they usually link to your video and vice versa. A YouTube channel with a lot of subscribers has SEO benefits. When a channel with a lot of subscribers links to you, it tells YouTube, hey, this guy's channel is good. Let's show their video to more people. And then your channel will grow that way. So this is a major benefit that a lot of people aren't aware of. Now, when I say collaboration, I think a lot of people think that just means you have to partner up with other YouTubers and do collab videos and things like that, when that's not necessarily the case. Collaboration could be anything that you do on YouTube with other people. Even something like comments is collaboration. Now, when I say comments, I don't mean going to random YouTube videos and just leaving nonsense. I mean thoughtful, interesting, unique content posted on somebody else's videos. So basically not spamming other people. That's collaboration. This is something I plan to implement myself. I'm going to be commenting on all of Graham's videos until he decides to comment on this video. If you guys liked my video so far and you want to help support this channel, can you please go on Graham's videos and comment something like, hey, Graham, please watch this video, and then link to the video I'm making here. It'll be a really big help to this channel because I currently have no subscribers, so any subscribers would help, and I think this is the best way to get Graham's attention. Here's a quick recap of the 3 things Graham has done to grow his channel. The first, and arguably the most important thing Graham has done to grow his channel has been really good content. His videos are interesting, and they're also, more importantly, engaging. The second thing that Graham has done well has been SEO, or search engine optimization. Graham has done an excellent job of coming up with catchy titles for his YouTube videos, but also titles that are well optimized for the YouTube algorithm. The third and final thing that Graham has done well has been collaboration. He's collaborated with many other YouTubers, and that has helped grow his channel exponentially. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you like this video and like to see more like this, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.
hit the like button and comment anything down below for the almighty YouTube algorithm. And the reason for this is because from all the research that I've done and from all the experimentation I've done with the YouTube algorithms here with my own videos, I found that the more engagement a video gets early on as soon as you post it, the more likely that video is to be recommended and suggested by YouTube.